Have you ever wondered why some women act cold toward certain men while passionately chasing others? If you think the answer lies in money or looks, you're mistaken. Out there, countless perfect guys are still single, and many wealthy men find themselves emotionally manipulated. So, where does the real secret lie? How can you become the man every woman desires? The answer might surprise you. It's the subtle art of ignoring. However, ignoring can be a double-edged sword. If applied incorrectly, you might miss opportunities with someone you like. But if done right, it can become an incredibly effective tool because your attention and validation are like oxygen to them. Let's look at two common mistakes in applying this tactic. First, imagine a guy meets an attractive woman at a party. He decides to completely ignore her, even before starting a conversation, hoping to spark her curiosity. But chances are this won't work. She doesn't even know who he is, so ignoring her won't affect her at all. The second mistake is when the guy has already managed to start a conversation and she seems interested. Instead of nurturing the relationship, he intentionally keeps his distance and acts aloof. This is a big mistake because when a woman shows interest, she is taking a risk. If you push her away at this moment, you'll only disappoint her and lose her interest. So what is the right way to ignore a woman? It's to ignore her between dates. When you're not around, she will have time to miss you and want to see you again, especially if each meeting leaves a positive impression. Your absence will make her curious, raise many questions, and even feel a bit insecure. This creates attraction and drama, drawing her closer to you. On the other hand, a man who is always around, constantly texting, becomes predictable and boring. He no longer presents any uncertainty or challenge, and women usually become less interested in men who are too easy to get. In summary, the art of ignoring is a powerful tool in love, but only when used correctly. Remember, your goal is not to hurt or manipulate the other person, but to create attraction and stimulate their interest. Be a mysterious, intriguing man, and let women discover and pursue you on their own. And before we dive into today's powerful strategies, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss any videos. Watch this video until the end. You might just find the exact strategy that suits you. And leave a comment saying, "I'm ready," so we can embark on this journey of conquering the challenges ahead together. The first piece of advice is to keep some of your cards to yourself. Men often feel pressured by time as if they have only one rare chance to capture a woman's interest. As a result, they foolishly think the only way to impress a woman is to tell her everything about themselves on the first few dates. Some men even go as far as to spill the story of their entire lives within the first 10 minutes of the first date. Revealing too much too soon makes men lose the element of mystery in their personality. This is a big mistake because a man's mystery is a crucial factor in attracting women. The key here is to be mindful of what you say and only reveal the necessary information or what is asked by the woman to keep her intrigued. You should give just enough information to answer her questions and then skillfully steer the conversation back to its main focus, the woman herself. Telling a woman too much about yourself is like presenting all your identification documents to her and inadvertently losing the chance to increase your appeal. The danger of talking too much about yourself is that she might discover your flaws and shortcomings. Women are less likely to overlook your faults once their interest wanes. Women are quick to leave men in the early stages of dating because they haven't yet invested much time or effort in the relationship, and certainly aren't madly in love yet. A man's allure lies not in hiding everything, but in his ability to control what he shares. Like a good book, He reveals each chapter one at a time, enough to stir curiosity but without rushing to unveil the entire plot. He doesn't rush to hand out his business card or talk about a tumultuous romantic past. Instead, he lets her discover who he is bit by bit, through ordinary conversations, through his gaze, and through his smile. His silence about past relationships makes her even more curious, wanting to know what this man has been through and what has shaped him into who he is today. He also doesn't turn the conversation into a therapy session, pouring out his family issues or complicated relationships. He keeps his private matters to himself, letting her see that he has a rich inner world, of which she has only scratched the surface. When discussing his work, he doesn't boast about his income or assets. Instead, he lets her form her own opinion based on what he does and how he speaks about his job and passions. This confidence and humility make him even more attractive in her eyes. Mystery does not mean being cold or distant. He remains open, sincere, and humorous, but always knows how to keep a part of himself private. This restraint creates an irresistible charm, making her constantly want to learn more about him, like an exciting and unexpected journey. One important thing I want you, masculine men, to understand is that women always tend to challenge men, trying to elicit reactions in the way they want. This isn't always for a negative purpose. Sometimes it's just a way to spice up the relationship, to see if you are strong and confident enough to handle the situation. They want to know if you are a trustworthy man, someone who can make them feel safe while also testing if you are easily caught in their psychological traps. Think about the situations you have experienced. An unexpected argument over something trivial, an unclear emotional game, or seemingly harmless comments that carry an unbelievable weight. All these are hidden tests that women put out. They want to know if you can stand firm, navigate emotional situations without being overly affected. Achieving this is not easy, and it certainly doesn't happen overnight. It is a skill that takes time to learn and master. To maintain calm in such situations, you need to practice emotional control. For example, think of a man you admire for his ability to handle situations, perhaps a successful businessman, an outstanding athlete, or a leader you know. These people all have one thing in common. They do not let emotions dictate their actions. They understand that overreacting to challenges or provocations only causes them to lose control and ultimately lose the respect of those around them. Women often use emotions as a powerful weapon. They have the ability to create complex, chaotic situations just to see if you will lose your composure. For example, a woman might make unreasonable demands or create unnecessary conflicts just to test how you will react. If you rush in to try to solve everything immediately, you will fall into their trap. This is when many men are most prone to making mistakes. They are too quick to try to play the hero and fail to realize that calmness and patience are the true keys. Instead of reacting immediately, maintain a calm attitude. This does not mean you have to ignore all women or everything they say. What is important is that you only ignore those women who are uncooperative, who constantly create difficulties, and who complicate your life. It's like you are filtering the right people for your life. You don't need to waste time on those who are not worth investing your emotions in. Take an example from everyday life. If you are in a relationship and the woman often creates stressful situations such as arguing over trivial matters or testing your patience with unreasonable demands, take a step back. There is no need to engage in every confrontation. Instead, maintain a certain distance and show her that you are not easily affected by these psychological games. Women are often attracted to men who are not easily manipulated. When you do not react in the way they expect, they will start to wonder about you, think about you more, and ultimately respect you more because you are not easily drawn into their emotional games. This is the true power of silence. You don't need to say much or do much. Just maintain your calmness and let them ask the questions themselves. In addition, there's a secret I want you to know. Women are attracted to men who exude pride. That's one of the things women find in aloof men. While a nice guy always approaches women with enthusiasm, even eagerness, a bad boy always knows the value of indifference. The coldness, even nonchalance towards girls makes bad men even more attractive. Bad boys know how to create attraction and curiosity in girls with their arrogant and indifferent appearance. Unlike guys who cling to their love interest 24/7, bad boys often appear and disappear. He may suddenly appear in front of a woman, making her heart flutter, then suddenly disappear. No phone calls, no messages. He knows how to sow longing, resentment, and melancholy in the hearts of girls. Therefore, in the art of seduction, bad boys will make women fall faster. This stems from deep within history in the subconscious. Many family and marriage experts express the view that the majority of women will be attracted to men who show pride, because such men imply that he has status and is capable of protecting and providing adequate material support for his partner. According to researchers, confident, assertive men who seem cold can easily highlight typical masculine physical traits, such as body size and muscles. For women, these physical traits of men are more attractive than anything else. Loving a bad boy can make a girl cry her eyes out because he's late for a holiday evening. But then she laughs through tears when the bad boy suddenly appears at the last minute with roses and romantic love songs. With a gentle guy, this kind of spontaneity is rare. Girls will be pampered according to a formula, without any surprises or novelty. A guy who is always full of ideas and boldness in love will make women want to immerse themselves in that love more. She won't be shy about expressing her love openly, daring to try new things in love without fear of being judged as too bold, as when loving a gentle guy. Women like to talk a lot. Being talked to is a need like eating and drinking. Being around cold and quiet men allows women to freely say what they want while being assured that someone is listening to them. When allowed to speak, women feel heard, they feel safe, and that's all she needs. Imagine yourself as an intriguing book. If you reveal all your pages and secrets right from the start, what would keep the reader engaged and wanting to explore further? The same applies to love. Maintaining a sense of mystery and independence creates a unique allure, making your partner constantly want to learn more about you and win you over. Avoid being by her side 24/7. Everyone needs personal space to grow and nurture other relationships. Constantly being around her might make her feel suffocated and gradually lose interest in the relationship. Instead, give each other breathing room, pursue your passions, and enjoy your individual lives. Don't rush to fulfill her every request. Excessive pampering can lead to her taking you for granted. Learn to say no when necessary and let her understand that you have your own boundaries. This not only helps you maintain respect, but also makes her appreciate your efforts more. Never give up on your passions and goals. Love doesn't mean sacrificing everything for your partner. A woman who truly loves you will support and encourage you to pursue your dreams. Continue to nurture your personal interests, spend time with friends and family, and strive for self-improvement. Instead of spending the entire weekend together, dedicate a morning to exercise or pursue a new hobby. This not only helps you relax and recharge, but also shows her that you have an independent and interesting life. When she asks for your help, consider whether it's something you genuinely want to do. If you're not comfortable or have other plans, Be honest and decline, explaining your reasons. Don't hesitate to share your future goals and aspirations with her. Openness and sincerity will help her understand and respect you more. Remember, a healthy relationship is one where both partners have their own space to grow and pursue personal happiness. By maintaining your independence and a touch of mystery, you not only become more attractive but also build a strong and lasting love. The art of ignoring is not a dark psychological game, but a powerful tool to protect your self-worth and build healthy relationships. It's not about manipulating or hurting others, but about setting clear boundaries, demonstrating self-respect, and attracting people who genuinely appreciate you for who you are. Remember, you deserve a love that is genuine, where you are loved and respected for being yourself. Don't let anyone make you feel like you have to sacrifice your self-worth to be accepted. If you found the insights in this video helpful, please spread this positive message by liking, sharing, and leaving your comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future valuable content. We will continue to accompany you on your journey of self-discovery and building meaningful relationships. Thank you for your precious time watching. Always remember, you are unique and you deserve the best.